Christa with artisticvegan.com. I'm getting some dental work done, so yeah, I'm getting a new implant, so I don't really feel like showing you my non-tooth situation right now, but I really have something that's on my heart and on my soul that I want to share with you. So it's going to be mostly audio, but I wanted to say hi and do an intro. So without further ado, let's get into it. From the title of my video, you know what the topic is. It's something that I've really wanted to share with you, but have struggled and had a hard time for quite some time and have gone back and forth. Let's go ahead and start from the top. I was raised in Washington State on the standard American diet. Admittedly, when I left the comfort of my parents' home and their home-cooked meals, I gained weight as I would eat more fast foods and processed foods for ease and out of not really knowing much about cooking. Not for lack of my parents trying, but more that I wasn't interested while growing up. I wish in hindsight I would have been, but hormones, boys, TV, homework, life. Anyways, fast forward to moving to California and wanting to get very fit, but instead fell in love with all the delicious food there, and I gained a lot of weight. This led to a doctor saying that I needed to change my lifestyle. I also was noticing others living a healthy lifestyle. I had a coworker named Alice who maintained year after year, and at that time I was only in my 20s, and she was older, having had kids, and she looked way better than I did. She was a really good example to me, and I wanted to change. I went to a raw food seminar. I was excited with the advice to try a vegan or vegetarian meal once a week, like meatless Mondays. So I did just that. It felt great. I increased this to a few days and soon was eating vegetarian meals weekly with whatever I desired on the weekend. Granted, if my choices had been healthier, maybe the contrast wouldn't have been so great, but I couldn't help but notice I felt weighed down and sluggish on Monday. I soon went vegetarian full-time. I met my soon-to-be husband, Gerald Clark, and he was also vegetarian. I was cooking a lot at this time and loving it. He was too. Soon we decided to go vegan together. We were strict vegans. We were passionate about it. We thought it was really the holy grail. I am sorry to anyone if I was ever preachy. Anyways, we felt really good. We had a lot of energy and we were doing our best to do it right, take vitamins, and ensure we were healthy. We tried other things along the way, from gluten-free to oil-free to alkaline, raw vegan, intermittent fasting. But no matter what, we stayed vegan to the core. We stayed this way and were vegan for over 10 years. Everything was going great. We were so healthy. Then suddenly, his health started to decline. I'm not saying it has anything to do with the diet. He ended up having a tumor, and the cancer is what led to his decline. When he became ill, the doctors questioned our vegan lifestyle. It was a very hard situation to be placed in. He always had the free will to choose to introduce meat or dairy back into his life or our lives, but really wasn't interested, but I certainly offered. We were super health conscious vegans too. We had so many supplements and boosters and ensured to eat balanced meals. But with the cancer, his weight dropped, his appetite changed with the pain, and by the time we got him to the hospital, he was extremely thin, weak, and anemic. This happens as a result of cancer, but it also put doubts in my mind. Why was he so anemic? And the doctors were constantly questioning our lifestyle choices regarding being vegan. I used to think I had all the answers, that veganism was even the cure to cancer, and it was just so hard to process. Unfortunately, his cancer led to him passing. And when he passed, I was shocked, alone, mourning, and a friend took me under his wing. We started training at the gym. It gave me reason to get dressed, to get out of the house, create some endorphins, and work through my sorrow. Up until this point, I had not really tried the Mexican food, the authentic, delicious food that surrounded me, and I didn't really even know the culture. I didn't go out except to buy food and come back home. I didn't speak very much Spanish, very minimal. And I was generally preparing all of our meals at home. The first meal that I tried was outside of veganism and was a local dish, was called pozole. It's a delicious, flavorful soup in Mexico. My friend Jesus brought it over and took the meat out of it, gave it to me and said, "Here, it's vegan." Not wanting to make a fuss, I tried it and I was blown away by the broth. I said, "How did they get it to taste so good?" It was insane. That soon became a Friday treat. we'd go to the gym and he made an appointment for me to see his local nutritionist who put me on a diet. I explained my lifestyle. He suggested introducing a small amount of alternative protein sources. I explained that I'm vegan and that I would like to do as little as possible, and so he helped me introduce it very mildly. Jesus would help make the meals with anything that contained alternative protein sources, as I wasn't comfortable cooking with them. And my body honestly responded in a way that said thank you when I ate them. It wasn't upset with my new source of intake or fuel, but instead my body felt grateful. I felt more energized, and it felt like it was absorbing something that it wasn't getting before. I was still eating primarily vegan and vegetarian with minimal animal-based products, and the hardest part was mentally processing it all. I was a hardcore vegan for years and on board with all of it. I still am a plant-based advocate and lover and believe it can be great for many people. For me, it was for over 10 years, and I honestly really did feel good as a vegan. I had lots of energy and strength. I didn't feel weak. I felt good, and it was really when my husband died that I started questioning things, and then I opened Pandora's box, and quite frankly, I haven't felt led to close it yet. I feel good eating this way. I still practice a vegan to vegetarian lifestyle the majority of the time, and it's often only on my monthly cycle, my flow, that I seem to crave some chicken broth or fish or an alternative protein source. Sometimes more than that, more than just once a month, but other times less. I really don't have a defined way of approaching this. Since starting to eat some meat and dairy, my body seems to really like it. I eat it in moderation, usually when I truly crave it. And most of the time, I do crave plant-based meals. I cook vegetarian or vegan and only usually seek it in small quantities, eating out. Occasionally, I'll make it at home, but really not very much, although that is subject to change. I don't really want to label what I'm eating right now. I would call it more intuitive eating if I had to put a label on it. I ask my body, my dad actually taught me this, just ask what your body wants right now, and often you'll know. And it really, you can use that as a restaurant. If there's tons of options, just tune into yourself, say, what do I really want in this moment? And you'll probably get the right answer. Oftentimes it's a salad, sometimes it's soup, and sometimes it's mole with a little bit of chicken. It's been such a touchy subject given I created the blog and brand Artistic Vegan. So I put the label on myself. I truly, honestly did believe I would be vegan for life. Hashtag vegan for life. I used it a lot. And I truly believed in the vegan lifestyle. And I'm not saying that I don't believe in it. I'm just a little bit more open-minded. Before, when I was vegan, I really closed my eyes. I wouldn't look at the benefits of other food or protein sources, for instance, fish or chicken or eggs, or why do we heal when we eat chicken broth when we're not feeling well? And so, I think sometimes we go to such an extreme, we can't even look at the others. And that happened to me for over 10 years. And trust me, I thought I'd be the last person to do this type of a video or blog post. I remember when my friend came out about hers, Heather, with Sweetly Raw, I honestly couldn't even watch it. And I'm sorry, Heather, I was so vegan that it pissed me off. And I had just produced a podcast on how to stay vegan and how to maintain your vegan lifestyle. And, I really honestly believed that I would follow this lifestyle forever. And when I did start changing, those people actually gave me the strength and courage to be honest and to say, I did create this blog, but I've also changed, and people change, and that's okay. And, it's been a hard thing for me to process. It's been something that's been on my heart and mind, and I just personally have to come out and tell you about it so that I can move forward and clear my conscience and feel a little better. So I just want to say that I'm not saying one way or the other that you should go vegan or that you shouldn't go vegan, that it's healthy or it isn't healthy. I'm only sharing where I am today, as integrity to me is huge. I live in integrity in all the areas of my life to the best of my ability, and this is one area that I really feel I fall short on. I recently changed my name on my YouTube channel to Christa J. Clark. I started a new website, christajclark.com, and I have a new Instagram account at Christa J. Clark. And these are focused a little bit more on yoga and travel, and my the YouTube will still have some vegan recipes, and I will still release them in the future, as I did put 10 years or more into artisticvegan.com and the brand, and helped grow it, and will continue to keep this blog, and I will continue to keep that Instagram and Facebook account and post plant-based recipes there, as I do believe they are delicious, nutritious, and I still cook and eat this way nearly 90% of the time, and will be happy to share with you fun ways to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into your life. I won't press on you what I'm eating outside of the vegan scope on those channels. I will keep it vegan and respectful, unless of course you're interested in that, in which case maybe we could explore that in the future. I'm open to positive feedback and ideas. Intuitive eating is really what I would say I'm doing now. I follow my body and what it desires. I love salads and juices, and I just adore lentils for some reason, and rice, and many plant-based options for energy and ease of digestion, and continue to incorporate them in my life. Of course, eating a lot of fruits and vegetables is healthy for you, so I'm definitely an advocate for it. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to change your point of view. I'm not here to bash veganism. I'm not here to say it's bad. I do think that we all have different bodies and different needs, and currently I'm just following what my body likes. So I'm just sharing my journey. I'm only human. I'm finding my way, and maybe one day I'll go back 100%, and maybe not, and that's okay. I accept myself as I am in this moment. I was so vegan for so many years that I used to get so pissed if someone wasn't vegan anymore. I really honestly couldn't hear them out or listen, so I understand if you can't hear me out or listen to me right now. I was so scared to tell you because I didn't want to lose you. I didn't want you to get mad. I lost my husband, and I feared I'd lose you too. I love you all so much. Thanks for being with me on this journey for all these years. The truth is, I had to tell you as to be real and true to me, and to be real and true to you, to be authentic and in line with myself and my integrity. So thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hearing me out, and thank you for your understanding. Please note, I will not accept mean behavior. Please keep the comments kind and compassionate. Thank you, and with love and respect. I'll see you soon. Bye, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and please keep it friendly. I love you. Bye.